Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to be here today to launch a new episode of Hipster Talks, this time bringing voices from Brazil who truly understand the iGaming industry. And today I will be speaking with Fellipe Fraga, a great friend of mine and the Chief Business Officer at EstrelaBet. Good to see you, Felipe.
Uh, Good morning. It's very good to see you, to talk to you again. Now in English for the first time, I believe.
Yes, the first
Amazing. The
time.
great opportunity.
Yes, thank you for having me. Let's start with your journey, Felipe. Can you tell about yourself?
Yes, well, I'm 34 year old, kind of young to be in a very uh, strong role now. I'm very proud to be a chief business officer at EstrelaBet and now more in Stellar Game since it's EstrelaBet and VUP as well. I'm a lawyer, so I came from law office in since 2019 when we began this journey in Brazilian gaming, and was the best decision of my life. So since then, this past 7 years, I am trying to make this market happening. And well, God keep blessing me, blessing the company, keep growing, and it's a very I'm very happy to be part of this.
Yes, it's true. You came from law, and I would like to know what made you bet your own career on betting, and tell us about EstrelaBet, how this is was born.
Yeah, we, as I said, I was working in an office. I was not happy as a lawyer. Okay, I was doing my job as good as possible. I was a good lawyer at the time, but I was not happy with my career. Then my brother is that he is our CEO until now, João. He was partner of a poker club here in Brazil, and in 2019, when of course was already legalized the sports betting, he saw an opportunity to be one of the first in southwest region in Brazil, especially in Minas Gerais, our state, the state we live. And he invited me to join the company. And of course, it was not an easy decision to leave the career I was already doing to start a new thing. And I had at the time was nothing different about, no difference about my salary or nothing. It was just opportunity I had to leave the career as a lawyer and try to do something different. And it was best thing ever since we started from scratch. We used to say that EstrelaBet was born in a very old bad computer in my mother-in-law house. I was starting to work for nothing, and now we still building something very great. So we started with a dream to create a company that can bring for Brazilians an opportunity for have fun with betting. That was at the time a very new thing. We suffer a lot of prejudice at the time. Many people don't understood. It still don't understand the
Yeah,
opportunity. But
yeah.
anyway, it was harder, much harder at that time. And we decided to make the decision to start something different and work.
And when did you realize this was a real industry in the making, not just a great opportunity?
Yeah, but to be honest, I believe it was in 2021, especially. We as a world, we are suffering with the pandemic. Was a tough moment for all the mankind. But at the same time, I saw this industry growing fast. I saw people understanding. Yeah, was the moment for the very first time that I saw that people were not complaining anymore or asking me more or looking me different that with me working on betting. So was the very moment that the football clubs they start to came to me and ask me some sponsorship. I said, look, now this can be good. And was exactly the year that the iGaming in Brazil boomed. Was the very first moment that we had like a Brazilian Gaming Summit in 2021. We started to have conference. It was the first time I traveled abroad to a different country forever. Was in 2021. In that moment, I saw this is my life. This is big. This can be my moment.
It's true. And Felipe, you got the C level of the year at BISO
Yeah,
Awards 2025 last year. What
yeah.
did that mean to you?
This was so nice. I still a current champion. We have now that 3 weeks the next Brazilian Game Awards. Of course, it was so nice because it was a recognition of the friends of the industry, about my efforts in especially in 2024, about the moment that Brazil was living with regulation, and I just could be grateful for those that vote on me and for my team here in Stellar Gaming that helped me to is still helping me to make my job. And I could do nothing without them. And I know that it sounds like I'm talking about sports, the same speech that football players used to say when they score a goal, but it's the same feeling. Um, they give me the chance to do my job as a businessman and to connect other people. And our efforts to make Brazil regulation good, in this good regulation, by the way, uh, was incredible. For us, family and God, most important thing ever. They make me very emotional at the time. And every time I saw the trophy, reminds me that is some achievement that not only for me.
And sure you deserve this. And by the way, EstrelaBet was the one of the first companies to apply for a license to operate in Brazil. Why the company chose to focus only on Brazil? It was a conviction?
Yeah, a conviction that Brazilian market is strong, good, and big enough to for us to focus on this. We think about to expand our business for the different countries, especially in Latin America. Of course, Latin America is incredible. We have different countries that can we can be successful at, but Brazil we have. If we talk only about population is 200 more than 200 million, almost 250 million. And if you count, I don't know, 20% of these people that have interest on betting is more than a lot of countries, more than 50 million people that can be clients. It's a huge number. So since we can focus all our efforts in Brazil, we can have conquer more space here, more market share. And it's our country, understand the language, understand the people. We know how to do, what to do. And it's a conviction that Brazilian marketing has a space for do a lot of things. That's why until now, I don't know the future. Maybe we can expand in the future. We always thinking about it. But for now, Brazil is good enough.
Sure. And what are the plans for this year or next year for Stellar
Yeah,
Gaming?
for this year, is more to make our brand strong and stronger. We made a change a few months ago of colors, of positioning, how we talk with our clients, which kind of clients we are talking about, our approach, everything changed. So the challenge now is make it recognizable. I want to people look to EstrelaBet brand and see exactly the values we want to share, and the same values we share in the company. A strong company with people can trust, people can play and have fun, everything together. And that's the message we are trying to pass. So the challenge for this year, especially, is to make it work. And for next years, of course, we have a lot of plans. Most of them I cannot share, but it's still expanding our plans, expanding our portfolio of games, opportunities for our clients. Anyway, there's a lot of things to do yet and survive to the challenge of Brazilian market.
Nice. And in your opinion, has Brazil finally become predictable, or is it still organized chaos, like a chaos?
I love this expression. Organized chaos is very good. Well, it's still an organized chaos. Unfortunately, it would be much easier, much better for all the country if it was already predictable. Since we cannot count, we cannot say that until the end of the year everything will be the same. We have no adjustments. We have no more taxes. We have no presidential problems. I say it because our president, unfortunately, says a lot of things about our industry. A lot, and I'm trying to be we all the respect was some misunderstanding about our industry. So it makes Brazil a chaos. It's still a chaos. We cannot trust that until the end of the year, nothing change. I know that the secretary of SPA, the responsible in the government to organize our sector, they are doing a very, very good effort. They are participating, they are discussing, they are together, our industry. But on the other side, we turn on the TV and our president is saying something not good about our industry, and it cannot help, especially because we're talking about a regulated industry. We are doing everything right. We are paying the tax. We as industry, okay, paying the taxes. We are complying. We are protecting the players. We are creating strategies for responsible gaming. Everything that the regulation demands and more. And even though president is saying bad things about the industry, and they are doing nothing. At last, we feel that they are is not enough to avoid the illegal market. So it's still a chaos. And of course, this year was predictable to be a chaos, considering World Cup, considering the elections. Let's see.
Yes, I think you already said that, but I will ask again after regulation. What hurts more, the taxes, the compliance, or competition?
Yeah, it's complex. Of course, competition is part of the business. We have it's good to have competition, make us stronger, make us challenged. So it's good. Don't believe that competition is something bad for us after regulation. Compliance is something important. I don't. Is something that we need to invest every time to guarantee that our company is trustable. For there's a lot of things to comply, a lot of demands, especially about KYCs, a lot of details. But anyway, yeah, we understand that it's important. But taxes is something that we pushing hard because you don't pay only now 13% and it's still growing up to 15%. We pay it plus the regular taxes of any company. So we got like it's like Brazilian state is like a partner of the company now.
Yeah.
And it's not fair since we have a partner that have a lot of share of all the industry revenue and is still saying bad things about the industry. So it's unfair. Of course, you understand that the importance to have taxes to support sports, tourism, health, everything. But anyway, until we have a guarantee that it will not change for months, at least for the years, um, become a challenge because you never know if someone will try to raise the taxes more.
Sure. Is the market still chasing growth or has profitability become the real conversation in the industry now? What about responsible gaming?
Yeah, it's still growing the market. Of course, there is clients to acquire, and but anyway, the companies is selling the same stuff. It's like we there are 180 different markets offering the same products. So we have nothing different, almost nothing different. Sportsbook offer the same thing, casino offer the same games. So the real challenge we need to think about how we can retain the player, how we can convince them to stay on the site, how we can offer them a good experience to be in our site and back and have fun again with us. Of course, considering that it only can be fun, cannot be someone trying to make come rich or investments or something like this. We don't agree with this mindset. We offer to our clients all the time the opportunity just to enjoy, just to have a leisure moment, and controlling all the time if the behavior is not good. We have a matrix of responsible gaming. We have some set up things created with university here in Belo Horizonte, and we can check if the player is doing something bad. For example, if the player is usually plays sports book 50 reais per week, and suddenly he starts to play casino and put 2,000 reais, it's a different behavior. It creates for us like a yellow alert or red alert. We start to talk with the player, banner, mail, chat conversation, call, anything needed to understand what is happening, and if it's a case that the player is trying to recover something, or is in a bad moment, mentally bad moment, we block him and conduct him to support. So uh, it's most important to bring people that understand that just have fun for leisure. So that the challenge for us right now.
Sure. You've got just got come back. You come back now from the third edition of SBC
Yeah.
Rio. How about the summit? What is the industry is talking about now?
Yeah, the
Survival.
summit was very good. Yeah. Everyone I discuss about the summit, despite, and I can say it freely, I have I'm very good friends of all the guys of SBC. Despite the summit could be bigger, and was not bigger enough because we are closer to another conference in Brazil,
Mm.
Sigma.
Mm.
And I say that the guys of SBC and Sigma should sit together and discuss Brazil and Canada because we cannot have two shows in the 1 month. Anyway, it was very important, the conference, because we had incredible conversations. So it was very deep. Decision makers was there. So all the time I see to have a conversation, to have an opportunity to discuss something important to our business was good. So we don't need to do a lot of follow-ups because all the decisions was made there. And this was incredible. And I hopefully for next year it happens the same. Hope the decision makers came to Rio and sit together with us and we can go forward. And since we are there, Rio is not just beach and caipirinhas. It's more than this. It's the opportunity to make good business. And thank God the SBC was perfect for this.
Just carnival, not anymore.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
do
no.
the people say that Carnival, Rio, Brazil, the main city in Brazil. What do foreign operators consistently get wrong about Brazil, in your opinion?
I believe the biggest mistake they made about Brazil is, especially for foreign operators when they came, is not understand that Brazil is different. Brazil is
Mm.
not Europe. Brazil is not US. Uh, the way the way to talk with clients is different. The way to offer games is different. The way to make promotions is different. So many companies failed trying to make the Brazilian market because they try to do the same stuff they do in different markets. Brazil is different. Maybe that's a good advantage we have here in Brazil. We, as EstrelaBet and many other Brazilian operators, we understood that we are different. But I believe the great mistake now, and it applied also to Brazilian operators, is to not respect enough the regulation.
Mhm.
For the first year was something we are all trying to understand what's happening. But since you have a lot of rules to respect, the companies that disrespect the rules is now in a huge risk with the SPA, with the guys of government, because now they can do fines and even they have risk about the license. So I believe this next month we will see something different about uh, companies that do not comply enough, or as I say, don't respect enough the regulation, and will be a year of emotions.
Okay, and about Lula, you already said your opinion about the
Yeah,
recent remarks about online gambling in Brazil. He's very wrong, I think, but I would like to hear your opinion.
yeah. Uh, it's complicated. Our industry suffers with both sides. I cannot say nothing. Just the left side or the right guys. If he's more socialist, communist, or capitalist, independent, we suffer attacks from both sides. But the point is, Lula is president, and he is the president that signed the bill, signed the law to guarantee the regulation. Is so remarkable, so important to Brazil to finally have a regulation about online gambling. And the same president to make this is now saying bad things about our industry. It's not good because we do our best. We are offering a different way of fun, of leisure. We guarantee the responsible gaming. Brazilians in general is not suffering in I don't know, 97%, just a guess, or more players don't have problems of gambling. And those have problems, we are taking care. we as industry, we as company, and we as a country, because Brazil has all the tools of self exclusion. All the companies have some tools to guarantee responsible gaming. And when the president says something like this, is not good. It's not fair. If the speech was to think about how we can fight against the illegal, because the illegal sites have no tools of responsible gaming, have no guarantee for consumer, have nothing, just offering games with no guarantee, no safety, nothing. Instead of fight these legal sites, we are fighting between ourselves. It's not good. So I hope the president understand. We are open to discuss. And anyway, the president and even his rivals, we don't care. It's just the most
Yes.
important is that the politicians in Brazil understand our industry, the importance we have, and that we are doing our best and doing great things to prevent ludopathy, to prevent irresponsible gaming, and guarantee that our industry is just for fun.
Yes, are you going to ask this about the player protection? Is the industry truly prepared to protect players, or still learning in real time?
Yeah. Um, I believe that this answer will ever be with still learning, ever.
Yeah.
Even on markets more mature than Brazilian market, they still need to think more tools and more strategies to guarantee that the players will be responsible playing or having the experience. Now the tools is very good. Our tool is very good, and another operator's tools is very good. We have different opportunities in the industry. With a lot of companies creating strategies and softwares to guarantee responsible gaming. And every time I am on a panel or in a conference, we have panels about responsible gaming, and we can see the evolution of this. Of course, it's not continuing learning. We still thinking about and using new technology to say how can we prevent more? How can we be more predictable? Can we use AI for prevent players to get addiction to the small percentage of players that have problems of behavior? Can we prevent this? We are always thinking about and involving. That's most important.
Yes, of course. So we see this week and last week the users are using the tools for
Yeah,
self-exclusion or limit yourself themselves. So it's I think it's improving,
yeah.
in Brazil. Felipe, the last one for you. If you could speak to yourself 10 years ago, if you could speak to yourself 10 years ago, before all of this, what would you say for yourself?
Yeah. Well, 10 years ago, since I'm in the industry for 7 years, I'm
No,
becoming old in
7 years.
this industry.
Can be 7,
No, no, 10 years ago,
can be 5.
I was beginning. I was like 24 years. Well, I was up to get married. My
Oh,
life was changing, and I was struggling. I can say struggle with myself about my career because, as I said, I was not happy being a lawyer, but I had no opportunities at the time, and it's still thinking about if I need some try to become a public employee or something like this. And if I could back 10 years and talk to Felipe from 2016, I just say that
I
focus
mean,
on the process.
in the beginning of
Yeah,
your career,
in the
you're not so
beginning,
old.
yes. But do just say trust in God.
Uh-huh.
God's plans is above everything. The word says that the heart of man can create plans, but it's God that have the final decision. If I could say to myself 10 years ago, it's just this: focus on God, focus on what He had planned for you, and you'll be happy. And I'm happy now.
It's so nice to having you here. It's so pleasure for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was amazing.
I hope see you soon at Sigma
Yeah,
or
will be a pleasure.
another meeting. And nice to see you, Felipe. Thank you.
Nice idea. Good to see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.